Welcome back to the Book Digest. In today's episode, we're diving into a really powerful and practical summary of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. It's a story that asks a pretty profound question. What if you got everything you ever wanted, only to find it left you feeling completely empty? That's the crisis right at the heart of this book.
So the story just explodes from the get-go. We meet Julian Mantle, a brilliant, absolutely relentless trial lawyer who collapses from a massive heart attack right in the middle of a packed courtroom. I mean, this guy had it all: the private jet, the mansion, and of course, that shiny red Ferrari. But when his body just gave out, it was crystal clear that none of it added up to real happiness or well-being.
But here's the thing. This wasn't just a medical emergency. It was the total breakdown of a life built on a pretty shaky foundation. You know, a life that looked absolutely perfect from the outside, but was just hollow on the inside. This crisis, though, it became the unexpected spark for his incredible transformation. Let's see how. After his heart attack, Julian Mantle just vanishes. Seriously, he sells everything, including the Ferrari, and disappears to India. 3 years later, he walks back into his old friend's office, and he is completely unrecognizable. The frantic, stressed-out guy's gone. In his place is someone who's just luminous, still, and radiates this deep, deep sense of joy. He has been totally transformed. So, what on earth happened to him? Well, Julian found something really extraordinary way up in the Himalayan mountains. He learned this ancient wisdom from sages in a mythical village, and he came back with a promise to share it. And he boils it all down into a single, memorable, and, let's be honest, a very strange little story.
Yeah, see, he doesn't just come back with a simple list of rules or a to-do list. Nope, instead he shares all this wisdom through a bizarre fable. It's like a mental puzzle that's designed to stick in your memory. It sounds a little weird, I know, but it's actually incredibly effective. The fable is made up of these 7 weird elements, and each of these strange images represents one of 7 timeless virtues for a joyful, meaningful life. So, to unlock the whole system, we gotta decode these symbols. Let's start digging in.
Okay, so the first 2 virtues are really the foundation for everything else. They're all about mastering your internal world, your mind, and your life's direction. If you can get these right, everything else starts to fall into place. First up, the magnificent garden. This garden, well, it's your mind. And the core message here is just so powerful. The quality of your life is determined entirely by the quality of your thoughts. Think about it. If you don't intentionally plant positive thoughts, the weeds of anxiety and fear will just take over all by themselves. Next, we have the towering lighthouse. And this symbolizes your purpose. A lighthouse has just one job, right? To shine its light and provide direction no matter how stormy it gets. When you know your life's purpose, it becomes this fixed point that guides every single one of your decisions. Without it, you're basically just reacting to whatever life throws at you.
All right. So once you've started tending to your inner world, you're mastering your mind, you're finding your purpose, the next step is to actually bring that into your daily life. This next set of virtues is all about action and building a truly radiant existence.
And here comes the enormous sumo wrestler. This big guy embodies the principle of kaizen, which is the Japanese concept of constant, never-ending improvement. Just like a sumo wrestler trains every single day to build strength and skill, this virtue is about that consistent daily practice of becoming just a little bit better in your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's a way of life.
So how do you actually practice kaizen? Well, the book introduces 10 rituals of radiant living. But here's the good news. You don't need to adopt all of them at once. Just incorporating a few, like some quiet time every day, a bit of exercise, or some reading, can radically change the course of your day and, eventually, your entire life.
The pink wire cable. Now that represents self-discipline. And the book is really clear on this. Willpower is not something you're born with. It's a muscle. And every single time you do the hard thing, or you keep a promise to yourself, or you just act with a little bit of courage, you make that muscle stronger.
The gold stopwatch is such a powerful symbol. It's here to remind us that time is our most precious, non-renewable resource. We can't get it back. The lesson here isn't just about managing time for productivity. It's about treating time as something sacred, something to be invested in what truly, deeply matters to you.
Ah, the fragrant yellow roses. These symbolize service to others. There's this beautiful ancient proverb that says, "A trace of fragrance always remains on the hands that give roses." A life that's focused only on yourself? Well, it leads to emptiness. But a life of contribution brings fulfillment and joy flowing right back to you.
And finally, we have the path of shimmering diamonds. This represents living fully in the present moment. The diamonds symbolize just how precious each now really is, and this virtue kind of brings everything else together. When you live in the present, you can find beauty and wonder in the most ordinary details of life. So, when you put all these virtues together, what do you get? You get a radical redefinition of what success even means. It's no longer about the car or the house or the job title. It's about building a life of inner richness, not just outer wealth.
And Julian's final, and maybe most crucial message, is that this wisdom isn't some secret that's reserved for sages meditating up in the Himalayas. It is not just for monks.
And that brings us right to the core message of the entire book. This wisdom is for anyone who is willing to practice it. It's for you, right here, right now, in the middle of your busy life. So the ultimate takeaway is this. Success isn't about owning the Ferrari, it's about the quality of the ordinary day you get to live. It's a system that builds from the inside out, from your thoughts to your actions to your impact on the world. Which brings us to the final question. If you look at your own mind as a garden, what's one positive seed you can plant in it today?